Hello. Alright. Yeah, we're here for Elite Crazyhouse Arena. I'm late joining, severely late. We've got 40 minutes left. Um, this has been a 2 hour arena. So already an hour and 20 is gone, but I only just woke up and I've been looking after Spencer last night, so the finisher had let me know that the arena was going on. I think what we're doing is it's going to be $50 winner takes all, which is being donated by uh, JK the Bullfrog. He's starting to do this. Um, yeah, once I think each week he's said he's going to start dedicating some of his own money. So that's very generous from JK the Bullfrog. Okay, Water and Gaming here. I think is just trying to level the time with the Berserk. I mean, it doesn't really have to do that. I mean, given how much limited time we have, it would be better if the Berserk had happened at the start of the game. Um, anyhow, while I was sleeping, or while we were sleeping, we got a donation from Pethidine, which is very generous. Um, Let me just pull up that. Pethidine donated $20.20, which has gone towards our 3+2 Crazyhouse World Championship Fund. Um, Very generous, very nice. Um, yeah, so yes, why do I have a championship fund goal? Basically, I've this year I'll be putting some of my own money in and guaranteeing $2,000 prize money for the Crazyhouse World Championship. We're going to make some more announcements, so stay tuned for that. But that basically, I've set up the goal to allow people to still contribute as well. But if we fail to meet the goal, I will personally guarantee that we have the funds. Now, okay, we're getting to a critical stage of the game. Um, okay, I need to push on the light squares. My opponent will try to flag me, I've got no doubt. Okay, time to try to get in. Yeah, maybe it was better to use the bishop, but here we go, rook at g1. Okay. Happy to win that one. Yes, so huge thank you to Pethidine. Okay. Same opponent, Water and Gaming. We must not have enough players running around the field. Okay. Um, okay, gotta bite the bullet and see if we can get knight at f7. No, he's not allowing it, so pawn at e2 is always going to be a threat. Just gotta see if I can get through first. Okay. It's fairly sharp here, but I should be safe. It was important to remove this knight, so there's no knight e2 and knight f2 mate. But also this knight was defending h6, which is where I'd like to attack. So I just got to keep my king safer than his king, because this bishop's going to be a critical defender. KFUV was rolling in an entire sleeve, ominous ZH. Ominous ZH, this is blind Katask, right? Yeah, I mean, Water and Gaming feels very much like Katask from the opening. So that's what people are saying. Water and Gaming is a blind Katask. Joel Carlin, the Bughouse says hello, good luck for the arena. Thank you. Sag89, Barefoot Andrew, welcome. Swertudo. At any moment I may have to stand up to look after Spencer, we'll see. I probably should have got e5 in, actually. But that's okay. So we'll see if we can open a potential weakness with h5 coming up. Okay. Could have some big queen trade, so I can initiate the trade, which allows bishop f8. I'll just play pawn at h6 first. Joe Collins says I can never win against fianchettos. Well, it's a fine balance playing the fianchetto, playing either side of it. I mean here I'm feeling quite good if he takes here or here. This way I get f7. The other way I was going to get e5, and so king e7, bishop c5 check first to cut the king off from d6. But then he gets d8. I could play queen here, and then pawn c5 is more accurate. But I mean, it's quite fragile because if you're playing a fianchetto and you let in pawn at h6, it can go bad quite quickly. So you do actually need to control your trades quite carefully, holding the fianchetto. And I played it a lot myself, but yeah, it can go south very quickly. If you can play it well, then you can make it quite a tactical game where the material is quite critical. Okay, Bugzilla. So he's my good old friend. He's been friend for more than a decade, so I should spring some new ideas on him. He's very good with the old classical theory, so I'm gonna need to try something different. So, what's my game here? Am I coming in with knight g4? Okay, we'll go knight g4. The bishop g5, I'm going to afford to play f6. He's just playing very sensibly here. Alright, he's forcing the issue, so I think I'm gonna go for it. Queen takes this rook at d1, which feels like it could be useful before I take this. Oh, he doesn't want me to play rook at d1. So that changes the whole dynamic. So now I've got a knight at h3 I'm looking for, but I don't want him to have bishop at f6, so that's why I'm taking the knight first. He'll want to play something safe. Auxilla likes to be safe. It's quite tricky. Not the move I expected from him. Okay. Rook at h1 is a mate threat here. If he takes here, rook at h1 takes here, knight h3. If king back, queen at g1 doesn't matter. Knight or rook takes, knight f2 mate. So there was a sequence there. If bishop takes, I should probably play bishop at f8. He might play bishop takes f7. So my problem here will be time. Bishop takes f7, maybe bishop at b6, get him to consume a pawn, then knight g4 again. Okay, he's doing it this way. What is this to? He just wants to clear f7. I'm feeling pretty good here with black, but time's going to be my issue. Okay, shall I take it? Yeah, I'll take it. I'll be safe, but don't really have an immediate attack. Very sharp here. Okay, he's opted for safety. So now I'm gonna struggle on the clock. What's he doing? Why is he letting me have? He's trying to sneak something in, but I don't believe in it. If he takes f7, I get knight at e2. Dangerous. Maybe I shouldn't have allowed it. Okay, I mean black's better here, but I've got 4 seconds. That's the challenge. Oh no no no! I wanted it on d1. Oh my gosh, that's terrible. Mouse slip. I did all the hard yards. I had made in a few with queen at d1, and then it went to e1, and I couldn't unpre-move it. No, I had that one in the bag. 1 second was enough to play queen at d1. If he blocked with a rook, I had bishop takes e2 and rook at f1, and if he went bishop e1, I had queen takes e2. So that's a bit sad. You do all the hard yards, then you stuff it up right when you've got it in the bag. Legion, ominous, yeah. Okay, so yeah, while we wait for another game, 3+2 Crazyhouse World Championship Fund. Yes, I am putting forward a $2,000 guaranteed donation, and the goal there is basically to allow others to contribute as well. If we don't make the target of $2,000, I will cover the balance. We'll do more announcements soon on what the format will be and distribution of prizes. I basically need to catch up with Fishy Fishy, and it just hasn't worked out with timing so far. Okay, GD Howard. Yeah, I'm pretty disappointed I didn't win that last game. I had 1.2 seconds to play the critical moves. Okay. So we'll just support e4. So usually you'd be concerned about a monster bishop here. White's already traded it off. Yeah, I feel like no, we'll put a bishop here first. I've just stacked up these bishops first so that if knight at h5 or knight at f5, at least white has to think about h2. Okay. Now white really has to think about h2 because that's going to be mate. So even though there's 3 here, there's enough. So okay, bishop takes is the move. We'll just come back. I don't mind if f7 falls. So if your opponent puts a knight on h1, you don't really want to help by reactivating that piece. And sometimes it's whether it's something on h2 or something coming in on h3, it's going to be unpleasant to defend. So I've just grabbed pawns here. Rook is not as useful to me at the moment. That's why I've chosen the pawns. Now here, maybe something like pawn at f3. We just go for it. Yeah, I've got light square weaknesses, but if a pawn ever drops on g6, I'm just going to ignore it and go to e7. This is the one I want. Because on e7, the knight can't hit me on f5, queen can't hit me on e4. If a bishop ever comes here, I can block it. So could have come to f8. Tumblr says, hey John, recently hit nearly 2,000 rating on crazyhousechess.com and then I've been in a slump. What do you do when you slump? Yes, what do you do when you slump? Yeah, don't stop playing. People sometimes stop playing when they're in a slump, and I think you've got to just try to stay on that horse and keep going. Okay. At least I didn't play queen at f2 this time. Oh no, but that's just losing a queen. Oh dear. Yeah, no, it's hard if you can be in a slump. I do get it. Sometimes you may need to change your strategy towards the game. Maybe you want to study a bit more. But yeah, don't get too discouraged. Particularly if you've just hit a new high. Sometimes you pull back. And one of the things I've said for a long time is whenever you push a new high or a new big rating that you've got, you're actually probably acquiring some new skills in the game, and that variation of a new high is a sign of that. and you should actually keep playing because you're probably close to consolidating some of that strength. The trouble is sometimes people get discouraged when that happens, and then instead of playing more, they play less, and that's when you should actually be pushing your limits, so to speak, and then they do exactly the opposite. So that's my take on that. Take it or leave it as it is. But I think you should play more because you're making new ground. Okay, let's go for c7. And some people also do something else. When they get a new high, they stop playing because they're afraid of losing it, and that's exactly the same issue. When you get a new high, you should be playing more. A rating is just a number. It doesn't matter. Okay, I do need some material to do something on c7 or e6. He's just completely ignoring me, so okay, we'll do it this way. Oops, now pawn at d2 is an issue for me. So threatening mate. Threatening mate again. For me, Tox is going to be dangerous in the time scramble. Well, there won't be much of a time scramble now though. I got lucky and he let me have a quicker mate than he possibly had to allow. Okay, GD Howard again. Go the same opening. Okay, this time playing d3 early. Oops, hanging this one. I'm still waking up, I think. Pawn at d2 is probably best here. Okay, queen f3, good move. I want a pawn for b2, but it's not immediately available. And I'm gonna have some problems back at home. Bishop g4 takes. Okay, let's make it sharp. We'll go straight for everything. So threatening mate here. If takes, king takes, knight takes e4. The queen is on offer. The king would have to go back here. You could play pawn here first. Don't know if it's worthwhile. But this should be enough to get some advantage. If I didn't go for bishop g4, I just felt I was a pawn down and white was better. Okay, so we could take d2 or take g3. Take g3. Take the rook. So now rook at d1 or queen at d1 would be a problem. So I'm looking at very much at how I can weaken the dark squares. Okay, bishop d4. What if I just do this? Because f2 is hard to defend. Knight at d1, I can take it. e4 could be playable, but then I can trade some material. Not too concerned if I lose this knight. A knight on g7 can always be sidestepped with king f8. Okay, he went for d1. Can take with the knight, but maybe better just to take with a queen. Rook at e1 is very powerful. Pawn at a3, we're just going to cut off the king. Yeah, rook at b2, cut off the king again. Now threatening queen takes d2. If bishop at e2, queen e1, queen d2. So yeah, if bishop at c2, I also queen e1, forcing bishop d1, taking d2. So often in Crazyhouse you're looking for checks to force a mate, but sometimes it's not the checks that are the fastest. You can set up your mating net and go around. Tomulus says that all makes sense to me. Thanks. That's good. I mean fundamentally, yeah. The less you look at your rating, the better. Jasugi99. He's in the house. Okay, let's go Jasugi. Okay, he's not gonna berserk back. That's fine. So we're playing at time odds against Jasugi. Okay, slightly different move order. I gotta be careful of knight at e7 as a trick. Place e6, but then now maybe he puts a bishop on the diagonal. That could be annoying. Actually have to stop knight at d6 first. Okay, he wants to open up quickly. On a d6. Alright, we'll live dangerously. I think he'll want to take it, and maybe queen e2, and then bishop at c5. I thought he should play queen e2 first. This way I get a few checks in. Okay, knight at d6, king d7. Yeah, this gets very interesting. It's a tactical and a positional middle game. So maybe he'll castle. No. Do I want to? I don't think I want to take that. I want to threaten this. This is a really good game to play. Like you get to play a middle game. This is what we play for. Okay, so d4. I feel like black should be happy here. Alright, I just can't concede too much time. Obviously, white can't castle. I've got takes on h2. Okay, he didn't like my queen. Oh yeah, come on. The bishop defends g2. That's really sad. That's just a really bad move, knight at f4. Before this, it was actually a fun game to play. Now it's just a queen blunder out of nowhere. What does that do? It's just clearing up house. Yeah, queen takes f7 is good enough. No, that's actually really sad because we had a nice game going there. I had so many nice options other than knight at f4, or knight back to f4, and even before that, Like bishop takes a5, pawn at d6, maybe. I felt once I got my queen on e5 that black should be better, but not the way I played it. Jasugi says, sorry jail, don't have mouse, can't berserk. Maybe he's on the phone. I said, I just replied, don't have brain, can't keep queen. Better to have your brain than your mouse, that's for sure. Okay, where are the standings? Let's see. So GSVC and the finisher battling for the lead. Bugzilla also in the running. Bugzilla with a good run. I suppose if I had not mouse slipped tragically against Bugzilla, his scoreline may not be as good as it is now. Okay, I'm expecting the bishop to come here. I'm gonna hit it with b5. That's just to stop bishop c6. So here I'm seeing if I can play quite restrictively. But now he's got pawn at e4. This isn't going the way I wanted. So I'll have to give back some material now. Okay, my little guy's just waking up now, so I may need to cut the stream soon. We got 8 minutes left anyway. I just, in a message to the finisher, I did make a note that if I could play, I'll play with stream. Nimzozo says, any chance for another match versus Yasa? Yeah, I mean, the main limitation to why a match with Yasa will not have happened just recently is basically because I'm time poor, looking after our new child. So yeah, I mean Yasa's also been very busy, but I've not really made an attempt in quite some time. So we should do that. So it's certainly not because we've been making the effort and it hasn't been happening. Like we've actually not been making the effort at all. So that's a horse we could get back onto. Alright, knight at h3. Am I just inviting too much danger here? If knight at h3, I think I have to play king f1. And then it's gonna feel dangerous for a while. Or maybe I should take it first and then go king f1. That's probably better. Run out to d2. Pawn at g2, king e2, bishop f3, king d2. Is Jail taking requests for any more Bughouse videos? Yeah, I have been playing a little bit of Bughouse. Okay, this is nice. If takes, knight at f6, takes, and rook at h7 mate. That's what we've been working for, a weakness on dark squares. Yeah, we could do some more Bughouse. Let me try to wrap up this game first. We can put a queen on, or a rook on, either. Alright, just give me a moment. I'm just going to see if I can grab Spencer. I think he's just woken up. Okay, somebody just woke up. Yeah, no, I've been playing a fair bit of Bughouse on the weeknights, just kind of like half an hour here, 1 hour here. Um, if if there's no matches on Leechess, sometimes I'll duck over there into the random pool. Been playing some of it with Mugwort. Antich. Well, I think it's preferably said Antic, but we'll say Antich. So apparently, well, I only found out, and I think Antic was in chat the other day, and I could be mistaken. I assume it's the same Antic, but he said he was Asian in background, and therefore it makes even more sense to say Antich with an Eastern European pronunciation. Right, buddy? That makes perfect sense that an Asian guy should have his name said that way. Okay. So, bishop f4. I think it's worthwhile just putting another pawn on. What's up, bud? What are you doing? Let's bring this down so you can see. Oh, isn't he cute? Yeah, it's like mini me. It's like really freaky. Because he had a haircut, and then like now the length of my hair and his hair is in sync, and you just look like the biggest idiot dad when you walk around in the shops. Like you've tried to model your child exactly to look like you. And then the worst was like one day he had a onesie with like a striped black and white pattern, and I just grabbed the first shirt from the closet and it was black and white stripes, and you're just like, really? I couldn't have made more effort. So yeah, it's been fun, but I have honestly just felt like a dick at the shops a few times because the resemblance is just too too much. So I did get a very short audio file from Marlon C, which I should play before the stream wraps up. Uh-oh, G2's. Why did I allow all of this? Don't really like my position now, but gotta play what I've got. What are you doing, buddy? Okay, I need to work out if I can find where I put that file. Hang on a second. Alright. So I'm not taking G2 because the knight on G2 is my friend. So I've got to try to undermine H3. Yeah, here we go. Let's see if this works. It's probably... okay, let's try this. Spencer dance. Yeah, it's very faint, but you can hear Spencer dance if you listen really closely. So thanks Marlon C for starting up a clip. I think he was making a joke. Maybe he'll make an extended remix version. Well, that was just 9 seconds of goodness there. What am I doing here? Okay. All right, Spence. Hang on. Just let me try to play this one, okay, bud? All right. Got 5 seconds. Let's see if I can do better this time in the critical phase. So I've got all my pre-moves worked out. I've just got to execute them. Alright. Here we go. Okay. Did better than my time scramble against Bugzilla. We'll just turn that up once more. Oh, hang on. Didn't want to do it that way. So I don't know if Marlon sees in the chat, but I just thought I should do that. There we go. Spencer dance. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Did you like that? We'll do it one more time. Just because Spencer's in front of me. And to show appreciation for content. Spencer dance. Alright, thanks Marlon C. That was fun. Okay. And thankfully not too long either, right? Because this poor little kid's gonna grow up one day and has to put up with his dad embarrassing him. What? What? We're just dancing around. It's not a big deal. It's not a big deal. What are you looking at? Hey? What are you looking at? Alright. Thanks for joining. Someone's asking what time is it in Australia. At the moment it's 8:01 a.m. I've seldom been able to get up to do a stream because this guy normally wakes me up during the middle of the night, but he actually gave me a good night of sleep, so maybe things will change. Maybe we can get back to the Elite Crazyhouse Arena. I did hear, unfortunately, that it's not kind of regularly scheduled by the official Lichess schedule anymore. What's up? But let's try to get it back there in 2020. I know some people have said that having me stream probably has some influence. JK the Bullfrog is trying to do his bit by putting in $50 a week, it sounds like. So yeah, if I can get back to the Elite Crazyhouse Arenas, the pledge I'll make is if there is a prize, then basically I'm already contributing this year the $2,000 to the 3+2 Crazyhouse World Championship. So I would probably just ask JK the Bullfrog to put the funds into a donation onto this Twitch channel, so that it all collects in there and everyone can see how much we've collected. But regardless, there'll be $2,000 there, whether or not the community contributes or and makes the target, or if we don't. What do you keep looking at me for? You know who I am. Okay, well, basically, while Spencer's well behaved, I might play some more. Jasugi was saying he doesn't have a mouse, but we could play a slower time control with him, or we could go against JK the Bullfrog, or Bugzilla, or the finisher, whoever would step up. We'll try Jasugi, but maybe we'll slow it right down. Do something like a 3+5, and then at some stage Spencer will probably cry out for milk, and at that point we might need to close the stream. But while he's well behaved, okay, I'll just ask it. You're on mobile. Blunderman1 says, you are not motivating anyone to donate by saying that it basically doesn't matter if they do. Yeah, I mean, I'm not entirely saying that everyone has to donate either if they don't want to. We're going to have this event. So, like in past years, people did need to donate if we were going to get to the target. And all I'm saying is that the players need not worry. We'll have the fun there. And that's nice. If people donate, then they're really donating out of passion, because I haven't been trying to push them into it. That's the point. Alright, if we get to the same opening position, then I'm okay with that. So we could play bishop at e7, save ourselves some trouble. But no, we'll go for it again. c6. I just found it interesting. So bishop at c7, bishop at c5, bishop at c7 was what happened last time. You alright, buddy? Queen b3. Okay, it's making life difficult in some ways. I'll defend this, hit d3 myself, but now castling is very difficult. So maybe that bishop at e7 idea and before c6 is actually more sound. If knight at f4 here, well then I don't know if g5 is playable. I think knight at f4 is a good move here. And then this king is an interesting problem to solve. You either leave it in the middle or find a way to castle. Okay, so takes pawn c4. It's nothing special really. Hey, you wanna pull my microphone off? You wanna pull my microphone? See, I've already had a child before you, Spencer, and I know better. I used to have a headset with a wire on it, and several of them were broken by Bella when she was little, and she'd just pull on it. So you don't have a wire to pull on now, bud, because your sister has trained me not to use one. Okay, knight f4. So this is just good positional Crazyhouse. Knight at e6 is an issue. Takes. So I do need to play knight b6, I believe. Or I could take this, but knight at d6 is a problem again there. Yeah, this whole thing is not pleasant to play because he's preventing me from going where I'd like to. So I'll play knight b6 just against knight at e6. I can take and play queen d7, but now he can probably play something like knight at c5. But knight at c5 I can just castle. Sure, look, he ruins my structure this way, but and if he really doesn't come after me, I don't know, maybe they can castle queenside somehow. I'm not really sure. This is a very unique position for both of us. Because I mean, white doesn't exactly have a clear break either. Like e4 isn't playable at the moment because it can take here. So there's no big pawn push, and so while it's not pleasant for black, white also can't just rip the position open all of a sudden. Okay, Joel Calendar asks, would JL ever play a ZH game at classical time control? Well, it'd be interesting, but I don't think I have the time to do it, basically. I don't think this is going to last long, guys. This guy's getting very, very, very quickly agitated. What are you doing? Hey? Huh? What are you doing? What are you doing? Why are you fidgeting? Why are you distracting me? Huh? You wanna do your upside down look? Okay, there you go. Hello, world. Does the world look upside down out there? Have a look. Go. Is it upside down? It looks upside down, doesn't it? Okay, queen b4. Wow. Very, very slow strategic moves here. Queen d7, knight at c5 is a bit annoying. Is bishop f8 playable? I think I'm gonna go bishop f8. Bishop f8 takes, knight at g7, king here, bishop at h3, f5. Looks playable. So I don't know if he's missed it or if he's planning something for me. Maybe he's just gonna take it twice because he's got knight at e6 check. But then I'll have bishop takes f4. So I don't really see any other move. I'm not going to look too far forward. Bishop takes f8, maybe he was thinking, but then I have bishop takes f4, so... Okay, he's doing this one. Ah, okay, so he's got bishop at e6 mate if I take it, but I don't have to take it. So that was his grand plan. Rook g8 looks sensible. Ah, but then now the bishop check is actually threatening something. So this is nice. Knight takes g6. I like that. Okay. Now I get to think. This is a nice set of moves. King c8 is safe, but he gets pawn at e7. He's getting his material back. So white's doing just fine here. Knight takes g6 makes it all good, but it's pretty much forced anyway. So I've got to go here. Joanna tries. Cheers 100 bits. Thanks, Joanna. Thanks for tuning in. Joanna also has her own channel, so go and check out Joanna Tries. Yeah, this is pretty sad because now I've just got nothing to play for really. It's a really nice series of moves from Jasugi. So I think I'm going to have to take this one. Joanna Tries says, officially the cutest stream on Twitch. Thanks, Joanna. That's really sweet. Okay. Yeah, I'm just playing this to avoid pawn at e7 and then actually threaten to take something. But I've got very little to play for here. Alright, bud. Just relax. I feel very much strangled in this position. Yeah, I'm going to put a queen on e7. I have to try to get some materials somehow. And support d8 as well. So, okay. He's just basically saying pawn at e7 is coming in. What you going to do about it? That's a good question. Because he's going to grab d6 next. I heard coins falling. No way. Blunderman1 donated $59.79. That's cheeky, Blunderman. This is the guy that says you are not encouraging people, and then he goes and just does a sneaky $60 donation. That's phenomenal. Blunderman1, thank you so much. Really appreciate that one. Just to quote Blunderman1, like 5 minutes ago, you are not motivating anyone to donate by saying that it basically doesn't matter if they do. John Lee Crazyhouse. And then he goes and donates a whopping sum. Alright, bud, come up. I'm busted here, guys. This is it. Yeah, that's resignable. Okay, I gotta say, I got a crying baby. Yeah, I thought that was a very nice game, and I think, look, that's just some really fine play from Jasugi. I mean, look, a lot of people know Jasugi for his fine attacking skills, but this was absolutely lovely positional play, and it's all started from bishop at a3. So, you know, it's really saying, well, you've got a weakness on d6. Oh. And, okay. I'll just finish up my last thoughts on this game, but basically, bishop at c7 is probably not good enough. You probably have to put a bishop on f8 and counter that bishop on a3. Alright, you wanna go? We're gonna have to go. Alright, Blunderman1, huge thanks for that big donation. Joanna Tries, thanks for the nice comment too. I am gonna have to go there, guys. See you next time. Have a good weekend. I hope to see you sooner than last stream. We'll get back on the horse gradually, okay? Alright. Take care now. Bye.